We got vodka.
We're taping. Let's go.
My bad.
No, I'm just saying. I'm letting you know. What's up, people? Look, this is 3 weeks in a row, y'all. Y'all don't even know how we rolling for y'all right now. It is 3 weeks in a row.
We regular employees at this point.
You know what I'm saying? This is
some work ethic.
The podcast you all know and love called Really Bitch, and we are here. We all over the place today, but we're gonna do it because you know why? Because it wasn't really a whole lot of shit going on this week.
Right.
So we got a couple of things we're gonna bring you. First of all, Mink. You are just back in town from the Big Easy now. Tell us about your trip. How you? It was your first time going to New Orleans, right?
Tell us the part that you can't tell us.
Yeah, because if you could tell us everything, you didn't do it right. So tell us what you can tell us.
It was my first time in New Orleans. I was told I couldn't say New Orleans. It was too
No, it's New Orleans. You can't say New Orleans.
So, I'm trying to tell y'all, I had a blast. I don't think I left anything behind. What I can tell you, oh my shit.
Not your dignity. Not your dignity.
Dignity.
I couldn't check that with customs.
Customs to no?
Yeah, it's a whole new world.
All right.
It's a whole new
Trump's
world.
America.
Right?
He moved the border. The border stops in Louisiana now.
Oh my God.
I'm just going to let that go.
When you cross into Louisiana, you're in another country. That's what I'm saying.
All right, gotcha.
Shut up,
Excuse me. I had a good time. I decided that that's my new home and I'm just here on vacation.
Oh, you like it like that?
Because, let me tell y'all, when I left New Orleans, it was 84 degrees.
Wait, you go to work on your vacation?
And you got off the plane and it was 50?
It was,
Let me tell y'all something. Fall came in with a bang. It ain't give us no warning.
It didn't come with a bang.
Fall bust down the door and was like, bitch, I'm here.
Ta-da!
Heard y'all was calling my name.
Because I promise y'all Monday it was 90 degrees. I promise y'all it was 90 degrees Monday.
Fall came in like it was ready to fight.
Right.
Fall
What
came
you
in
say
like
about me
Debo.
last week, son?
Like Debo. Fall
in
came in like
Debo.
Debo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because it is definitely fall. It is sweater and Ugg weather. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all couldn't wait to pull them ugly ass fucking Uggs out. Y'all couldn't even wait 5 minutes. They had them Uggs on call. Oh, ugly ass shoes. Anyway. But they're warm. They are warm, I will say that. I have on Ugg slippers right now, and they're absolutely correctly warm.
Absolutely and correctly warm. All right.
Ooh.
Already?
180. Damn, I know. What is it? 2 minutes?
2 minutes, 30 seconds. That's a new record.
Right.
Okay, so as you can see, my team, they got their ass kicked on Monday night, but they came back today and pulled out a win. New Orleans. We played the Saints on Monday night, and they royally...
Yeah, I saw that, but who'd y'all play today?
Oh, we played Carolina today.
Yeah, Carolina.
Yeah.
But, I was like,
And we
on Monday.
actually almost let Carolina come back and win the game. We were up 17-0 first half, and then we won by what, 3 points?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, so, but a win is a win, I'll take it. I don't give a fuck. What's your team doing?
My team plays tomorrow.
And they play against who?
They play against Angry Man's team. And
right.
for those who don't know Angry Man, a.k.a. my legal roommate, a.k.a. my husband. So some shit gonna be going down in my house.
That's the third one. His husband is 3 on that list.
I mean, look, as time goes by, you just slide farther down the scale.
Like, that's just my legal roommate.
At least he still live here.
That is true.
Right,
that is true.
And the funny thing is,
so have y'all put any bets on the game?
Honestly, because my folks,
lingerie on the line or anything like that?
We go for real shit. It be like clean the toilet for a week.
Jesus.
Yeah,
There's nothing romantical about that.
I don't need no ransom. I need a clean toilet in my life. Wow, that's what I need in my life.
I mean, I'm just saying come here, girl. Look at this toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. It's sparkling, baby. Come on, let's do something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the real foreplay.
Okay. Well,
man, let me tell you.
Look at this. Whoosh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at the blue sparkle come up out the water,
you
baby.
Know what I'm saying? I even went and got the little colored palettes.
Right, man. You want some real good.
If we come through here and you showing us Mike doing selfies as stuff he done cleaned already, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Angry Man with snapshots in the bathroom. They got the shower. Look at the towels.
Like, look at
the sparkling towels.
Towels came out, girl.
I put some elbow work into it.
Oh no, I don't want to see that.
So y'all, okay.
He's winning.
I'm gonna give you some suggestions on what y'all need to debate on. He is winning right now.
He's winning right now.
I'm trying to tell you, I was so into going to New Orleans. I was so excited. I didn't pay attention to nothing, and I was I don't know what day it was, but I was in New Orleans when he sent me a IM, and he was like, we play each other on Monday night at 4:00 or Monday night football.
I'm about to say there's no 4:00 at Monday night.
Monday night at 8, and I was like,
still the afternoon.
And I was like, oh, for real? I won't even.
Well, I have some suggestions on some things you need to bet. I got some suggestions for you, girl.
I'm gonna be honest. My shit is either clean the house or give me money. Look, it's for me. If I want to win, I want to win. In that case, he win. He could lose and still win.
That is true. He would lose and still win. That's true.
Right.
That's true. That is not okay.
Because
your
my
point
milkshake brings the boys to the yard. It's better. Teacher,
right.
I have to charge.
Okay.
But so yeah. But oh my God, I had some shrimp and grits the last.
Did you go?
LaFleur's.
Yeah.
And let me tell y'all something. Okay, so normally when I order food, I am that person that waitresses hate, servers hate, and chefs cuss out. Because I'm like, can you substitute this? I don't want this. Instead of that, can you do this?
Nigga.
I said, in New Orleans.
And don't get her food mixed up with mine because there might be something extra in hers.
I'm nice about it, but I am that one. And I was sitting there and I was like, let me just go ahead and go with New Orleans.
Just go with it. Right. You just got to go with it.
Because you ain't that Sizzler. Man, act like you at Ruby Tuesdays or something.
And I can't even
so,
lie.
but it was good, wasn't it? You just let it. You gave up control of the kitchen.
Yes.
And you enjoyed your food.
And I let them be great, and they let me be great.
See, that's it. How many beignets did you eat?
Oh shit! I bought beignets home. I was eating that shit on the plane. For real, because they sell them in the airport. Beignets in the airport.
Did you go to Cafe Du Monde?
I sure did.
Yes, you got to go to Cafe Du Monde.
I went to the original Cafe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to go to the You got to go to the original Cafe Du Monde.
Yeah, and it's so pretty down there.
Isn't it?
And the what do you call it? I think that's like the fabric district, or not the fabric, but the Brook Island districts.
Yeah.
So I forgot what district it is, but it's so I love antique. I love old buildings.
I'm usually drunk by the time I get there, so I don't know.
And we did the
right.
we did the girls tour, girls trip, so that you can look it up and they'll show you all the buildings.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh no, that's funny. Okay, now see, I haven't been there since girls trip, so I didn't do that.
So did you throw yourself a parade? Because I hear you can just like go to the police station and just throw yourself a parade anytime you feel like it.
I wasn't trying to get locked up in Louisiana. No, I did see it. What they call it? Second line. Somebody. It was two of them.
I'm just saying.
Oh, it was a funeral.
No, somebody got married.
Oh, okay.
Like,
They did a second line for a funeral.
You can go and they'll map out a parade for you. You can, and then you just go. People just join you as you walk.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll try that next time.
That. We should do that next time.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going back next year. We already started going back next year.
Sounds like a plan. All right.
So yeah, but I had a good time. In all honesty, I truly would do New Orleans again. It's so much to do. If you've never been, definitely it's something to go and enjoy.
Yeah, I've been, and it is. It's definitely enjoyable. It is definitely enjoyable. How was your week? When we were leaving the taping last week, y'all were getting ready for your mom's 70th birthday party. How was the party?
She threw down.
That's what she was supposed to do.
Wait, your mom turned 70?
Yes.
She don't even look it, don't she?
I need to.
Black don't crack, man. Black don't crack.
I didn't even know it was her. I heard you say something about a party, but I didn't know it was her birthday.
Yeah.
It was her.
That's what they were getting ready for the party.
Yeah.
They were pre-gaming when we left.
It was her party, like literally, like
That's
she
how
threw.
you do it.
That's what I did for my 40th. I did everything. I just said y'all be there to show up, and I had a good time. I don't know about none of y'all, but I had a ball.
Oh, I had a blast.
I know you and Angry Man had a good time.
She had her interest music and all of that.
She did.
Yeah.
You better get it, Mama, with the
Mama
interest
had a theme
music.
song.
What was her theme song coming
The
in?
Mary J. Blige.
Living just fine.
Yes.
All right, there. You better get it, Mama.
And she walked in, danced on down, and everything else. I don't think she sat down. I mean, she sat down up to eat.
All right. Well,
That was
I
pretty
like.
much
You know
it.
what? That's what you're supposed to
The
do.
thing is, if y'all have the privilege of seeing his mama, first of all, she don't look nowhere near that.
Not even close.
And then her coming in on Just Fine
It's about right.
fits her face, her personality, the
All
spirit I
of
got
it.
from her. Just Fine is her theme song.
That
So
is
shout
it.
out to Mama. I'm glad she had a good time.
Glad we
Yeah,
can celebrate them while they're here.
And what was hilarious, my mother now, she was like, "Oh yeah, good time. Come on, drink up." She was like, "Wait, you got to work tomorrow?" Yeah. She was like, "Ooh, too bad."
See?
Like, too bad.
I ain't mad at you, Mama. I ain't mad at you, Mama.
I'm glad she enjoyed that. That's how I suppose. I'm sorry, I got a new rule. You live to get to a certain age, and you can determine whatever that age is for you. then just live your best life. Do how you want to do. Don't
I live my best
apologize
life
for
now.
nothing. That's what I'm saying. You determine whatever age that is, but don't apologize for shit and
You know?
just enjoy it.
There it is, unapologetically.
Because you sure can't take it with you. Many have tried and all have failed.
Say that again.
I think she retired, 8, 9 years ago?
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
And
Yeah, my parents retired about 10 years ago.
And look here, look, she just tells me when she's home.
She don't tell you when she's leaving. She tell you when she's home.
Only reason I know she's going somewhere is she'll send me a picture of her itinerary and her passport. That's how I know she's going somewhere. And then she might tell me when she come back.
Okay.
But just
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay
I need
with
to hang
that.
with your mom.
because before her party, she was gone.
Yeah, because I remember she had just went on a cruise or something. Not a cruise, but somewhere.
It was a cruise.
It was a cruise. Okay,
Yeah,
I knew
up in
something.
Europe, she was gone for damn near a month
Hey,
on the ship, gone.
yeah, I'm going to Europe this summer, and actually for my 45th.
Remember I told you I had the quickest birthday call ever?
That's right. Yeah, you did. You're right. Yeah.
Hey, nigga, I gave birth to you. Bye.
No, she sent me happy birthday. Sung the whole song. Then it was like,
All right, gotta go by.
all right then, holla. All right.
Mama had a shuffleboard game to get to.
Right. Mama had more. No, his mama wasn't playing
You're right. She had the
shuffleboard.
ball. She was getting to
Right.
the ball.
She had some-
She sounded like
She was playing some spades.
I
or
swear
something.
she sounded like she was on deck.
She probably. Well, let me tell you
Volleyball.
something. Okay, so this how y'all know how. All right, so my family, we are card players. We will play some bid whist. We will play some pinochle. We are card players. We don't even fuck with spades. Spades is like the kiddie table in my family. Like if you come in there talking about you gonna play some spades, we be like, all right, well you can go sit over there with the 6-year-olds because that's who plays spades around here. We play bid whist. We play pinochle, right? Every cruise
Right.
that me and my family have gone on, we have shut down the game room. You know how they have a game room on the cruises? Yeah, we've shut it down. Because we always end up playing cards up in the game room. Now, one time we went on a cruise, and it was another black family, and they were West Indian. They were up in there playing dominoes. When I tell you they had the dominoes going on over there, we was playing our playing bid whist. It was over. Poor little people coming in there trying to play some games, and they was like, "Oh, this reserved."
I was about to say, they know
Yeah,
the
it's
reserve
reserved.
room.
No,
Hey.
but
Right.
I mean, it wasn't reserved, but I mean, if you don't want to come
go
in,
ahead with your
right.
Connect Four game.
Right. Come on.
I'll just ease you over there, though.
You know what I'm saying?
The
You
Uno room is
over that way. Right.
Yeah.
So we had a good time.
I might take that out on deck with that. Go on with that.
Yeah, y'all gone some of
Cars
that.
blown in the wind.
Yeah, that's how me and my family roll. So I understand. I ain't mad at you, Mama. I ain't mad at all. My week was pretty uneventful compared to this. I mean, I didn't do a damn thing, but I was okay with that.
Well, sometimes you gotta.
I mean,
I'm just
nothing out of the ordinary, because you fair enough.
this is a shirt I bought for London. I wore this shirt in London. Anyway, y'all, moving on. So this week,
Wait a minute, I just want to say this though. The hotel in the movie Girls Trip, when she was like, "Ooh, it smells like Hennessy and booty sweat. We among our people." We stopped past. It was closed when we walked past it, but that shit do look like it smelled like booty sweat and Hennessy up in there.
Like Hennessy and bad decisions.
and there have been a lot of bad decisions connected to Hennessy.
Seasoned salt and anger.
Yes. Did he say season salt and anger though?
And anger, yes.
And anger. Okay. So moving on.
All right, on to the business of the business.
So this week we saw. Now last week we forgot to mention that we finally got a conviction of a white cop killing a black man up in Chicago. So shouts out to Chicago.
Right.
And shouts out to the judge who called out the police officers who came up there and lied. He was like, so I had no less than 4 police officers come up here and lie, and he reported them to whatever their civilian board is.
Right.
The other police officers got caught erasing the tape. It was clear that the police were trying to cover this whole situation up. And then the guy blatantly lied and said that was it McDonald, the young man's name that was killed, was lunging at him, and he was not. So shouts out to finally getting a victory.
Right.
They tried to stack the deck, but thank God that there was some smart people on that jury who was like, yeah, no, we're not falling for the okie doke today.
And everybody need to follow suit. And it's not about you have to convict. It's about when you see there's a conviction, the amount of time and energy you put in trying to cover it up.
Right.
Put energy into actually investigating to make sure that, because I hate the fact that if we sit back and we give people kudos because of the job you have. Just because you're a firefighter policeman doesn't necessarily make all of them a hero. They're bad.
I mean, that's in anything.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, the reality of the situation is but the bigger problem is that blue wall is that they will go down defending somebody else that's wrong. Whereas I think in other professions,
and that is where the
generally
mistrust
speaking,
comes from.
and that's exactly where the mistrust comes from. Because I know for me, I'm not going down for if I've dealt with bad educators, quote unquote, I would say ineffective educators. I ain't defending them. I'm not lying for them. I'm not making up no shit for them. If they wrong, they are wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not putting my livelihood and my career on the line for them.
Right.
But this blue wall, they will.
Right.
You know, and I think that's what people need to understand.
People in the past that I work with that were wrong, I put up there because it could end up literally cost somebody their life.
Exactly. And I mean,
something dumb.
Over something dumb. And so, you know, I think that's what the bigger thing is, that whole blue wall piece of it is where a lot of shenanigans be going on. Right. But since we talking about dumb white people news, so I'm sorry, do you want to be more politically correct?
Why?
I was just asking.
I'm about to say we might lose subscribers. What's wrong with you?
Y'all expected some political correctness over this piece. So we have the crazy white lady in Brooklyn who said that the little black boy grabbed her butt.
9 years old.
9-year-old little black boy grabbed her butt, and she decided she was going to call the police on him.
Looking at fat asses his whole life. What are you going to grab your butt for?
Her back.
I mean, Jesus.
Been looking at. Here's my thing. Let's assume we'll get to what happened, but let's assume for a minute that the little boy is guilty. Let's say he did. Mm-hmm. Let's say he rolled up on that woman and was like, boom.
It's more like,
do we really feel like that was the appropriate reaction, was to call the police on this little boy?
No, that would have been an issue because he was with. For those who don't know, he was with his mother.
He was with his mother.
And I guess a little sister or a sister or something.
What outcome was she expecting to get though?
She was expecting him to get
for sexual assault.
Yeah.
She wanted to call the police to actually, because she said that she didn't get the response from the mother that she expected. The mother, I mean, I don't.
Was she supposed to slap him across his face?
I mean, what was she supposed to do? Mm-hmm. What was she supposed to do?
I mean,
this white lady said that you were wrong, so automatically you were wrong. Let me just beat you until she's satisfied.
Right. Now, come to find out, once they looked at the security camera, that little boy didn't touch that girl, that woman. It was his book bag that brushed against her. Now, again, you said he grabbed your butt. Mm-hmm. Since when does a book bag touching you feel like a grab?
But when you have no ass at home?
Nice or tall?
Nice or tall.
Nice or tall.
I mean...
That's...
Because that's a grab.
That is a grab.
That's a brush.
Correct.
Was there a difference?
Yes.
I'm just saying, like
I saw it.
This is so ridiculous. But
yes,
I expected a bitch please to come out there somewhere from the mom, because it was just kind of like.
Well, the mama was laughing. She was like, "This is so ridiculous." Now, mind you, the little boy is crying because he thinks he's going to jail.
Right.
So you have traumatized my son now for something he didn't do.
But already pause right there. This 9-year-old is already fearful of the police. That he thinks they really are going to arrest him as a young black boy.
I'm sorry, any self-respecting police officer would showed up and like, nigga, really? You called me?
I wouldn't even showed up. Like, who's showing up?
You called me for this?
If I'm on a dispatch and I get that phone call, I'm not even forwarding that out to nobody. I'm gonna be like, okay, ma'am, thank you. I'm not forwarding that call out to nobody to show up. You know, if it turned into a fight, that's another conversation.
Look, I was gonna say, I'd have been like, really? How tall is he? He's like 6'2", 6'3".
I just don't.
220.
These people. So then we have another case of the white woman coming home.
She's home and she's coming out of her building to walk her
dog,
her little pooch puppy or whatever, her little dog.
A labradoodle.
Hey,
it wasn't even that damn big.
Labradoodles are cute.
And as she's walking out, a black guy is walking in. So she becomes a fucking building police and decide to tell him that he don't live there, he don't belong. And he just show her proof. And he constantly tells her, she's like, well, you have to come into my building. And he's like, you don't own this building. Which he's absolutely right. She don't fucking own the building. She paid her rent just like he do. And he probably paid more than her.
Well, my thing is this, first and foremost.
Where did she get this confidence
from? That's what I'm saying.
Stop it.
And that's what I'm saying. She clearly wasn't scared of him because she is following him to his apartment.
She gets in the elevator by herself. It's her and her dog about this damn big. So her and her little pound puppy get on the elevator and follow him up to the 4th floor.
Now those are cute. Pound puppies. I'm just saying.
Did you go back to 1986?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually have a... okay. And she gets on the elevator and she follows him down an intricate hallway, turns and shit, follows him all the way to his door. So he walks into his building because she needs proof that he lives there.
I wish you would.
And even when he got on the elevator,
I have another aspect of this.
even when she got on the elevator, she goes, he's like, "Are you following me?" And she says, "Yes, because I want to know what friend you're going to visit so I can talk to them about their guest."
Bitch, you don't. Ooh.
I think she wanted something.
What? There it is.
I think she just didn't have the skills.
Bitch, let me explain
Say,
something.
"Hey, how you doing?"
Do y'all know how?
I'm
like,
just saying,
like,
because there's no way. How do you have that much confidence? Because if he was up to no good, I think you'd be the first victim because you're right there in his face and you get on his nerves.
But the
That's all I'm
thing is, she
where do you get the audacity?
But she originally blocks the doorway, telling him that she don't want in her building for safety reasons. He has, after about 45 seconds to a minute, he has to push past her. And then she follows him. So this is Trayvon Martin once again, because you're protected somewhere and you decide to follow the entity, the person that you're afraid of.
If you watch the video, nobody else was there. She wasn't protected from nothing.
I'm trying to say, that little teeny ass hot dog she had, that little yapper.
He could have thrown the dog
I just
at
don't
her
understand. I mean,
and kept walking.
but like real talk, y'all. Is this really a side effect of the whole Trump thing that
No.
these people just feel so empowered? Because where's
Nah,
all
I
this
think-
coming from?
I think we just have more social media.
Okay.
And I do believe that the empowerment part is there. I do think they feel a little more protected in being racist, but the racism was always there. I think the incidents are there.
Yeah,
but I agree with Face, the fact that
Racism
he just
come out
had
of
more.
nowhere.
Yeah,
No,
the fact that
no,
he had more
clearly
social
does not.
media. It's just the reason why we're seeing more of it spread out in different areas.
I'm
But it's
saying.
always been there.
I'm not mad at the honesty. At least I know who you are.
Right. Right.
It's the ones that make me pay a high interest rate when I go to the bank. Those are what I hate. Just let me know that you don't like me when I come in. That's all I'm saying. Just be honest.
Do you please know that I would have gone and I would have reported her and I'd be getting her ass kicked out of the building. How about that?
Right.
You don't have to worry about living with me no more.
Because it's a very nice building because you have to have a fob to even open the door.
Which is why she assumed he couldn't possibly.
Right.
All of that, shit. That's why I say she probably just wanted something. Gotta get to know him,
She was
whatever.
trying to get something from
But
him.
look,
Right, because all she had to do was really close the door and let him open it.
right. But
That's all she had to do.
But the kicker was after he done got his
'Cause I'm
key
with-
and unlocked his door and went to his building. He's kind of still because he's recording it from his phone. So he's still, and she goes, "Well, I mean, if you really do live here, well, I'm your neighbor and I like to meet you. I'm just trying to be neighborly. I'm just trying to be friendly."
See?
Bitch, please.
Right.
I just,
Get down on her.
you know how,
Sit
right?
down
on
Yeah, she
that.
was
Bam,
trying to get
bam.
some.
Right.
But that is clearly not the way to make friends and influence people. That ain't the way to get none.
Yeah.
Did she just say a book title?
I did.
All right, see?
And you knew the book.
Told y'all I read.
Some other than comic books.
But yes, I'm just like, white people, please stop. Because that really wasn't really bitch. That I'm like, because, and I applaud him for remaining somewhat calm.
I do too.
Because the minute I walked up and she blocked the door, well, let me show me your ID.
bitch.
But there was some random
I'd still
video
be
I
cussing
saw.
her out. Like,
Right.
I would still be cussing right now.
And you know what's so funny? You know what? Every time you say, "Hey, racist bitch, good morning."
That's what I would do. Oh, I would do that. Yep. Hey, racist.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, girl.
You still want some?
You
I'm just
coming?
playing.
You coming to the monthly mixer down in the the group room?
Right.
Yeah.
We serving watermelon fried chicken. You want some?
Too much?
She won't be racist, does she? Fuck her.
But I'll label the sweet potato and the pumpkin so you can pick up the wrong one.
Oh.
Right.
I want you to pick up the wrong one.
I feel like you should be able to tell the difference. We can tell the difference looking. Y'all probably can't.
Yeah. But they try to season that
I
bland
mean,
ass
when
pumpkin
you
pie to
put
make
cinnamon on the top, it's all look the same.
Right. That's
Me
what
put
they
what?
do.
Oh,
Cinnamon.
Just sprinkle cinnamon on the top, it all look the same.
God.
They try to over nutmeg, over cinnamon, over brown.
Even
They better
though-
know about brown sugar.
Even though they smell completely
They do.
different.
Yeah. Brown, bubbling brown sugar.
Okay, speaking of bubbling brown sugar.
All right.
Oh, you was talking about Daniel
Yes,
Spencer. All right,
Daniel Spencer.
What's up with Daniel Spencer?
Who played D. Thomas, little sister D on the show What's Happening. This is for all my 70s and 80s babies who, back when life was, relatively good. So apparently...
Make America Great Again.
Right. So apparently when she was on the show,
Let's
playing
go back
D,
to afros.
she was in a real
bad
bad
car
car accident with
accident.
her stepdad, her dad, and her mom,
Right.
Because people aren't step parents, but
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
daddy, he died trying to save her life.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
So apparently here it is, gosh, I think 40 years later, she's still feeling the side effects.
She has
from
a spinal situation where she can't walk. I know she was walking with a cane.
Yes. So apparently she had to have emergency brain surgery. Yes. Sometime last month. So
you know she's a veterinarian. She's a very successful veterinarian.
Well, they said she hasn't. I don't think she's practiced in a while because she's been in a wheelchair.
Oh, I didn't know she was in a wheelchair. Now, last I saw she was in a walker. A friend of mine went to school with her at Tuskegee.
Oh, nice.
She went to Tuskegee, yeah.
Well, apparently she kind of had some relapse, I think back in 2004 or something. And it's kind of been a struggle and an issue. And she recently was in a wheelchair.
Oh, I didn't know
And because of a medical discovery, they had to wind up doing a brain surgery on her. And the last they heard, they said she was starting to regain speech from it.
Oh, wow. We're going to lift up prayers for that.
And she's only like 50, 52.
Yeah, she's not that old. So. But she's been walking with that limp for a while. And she said, because they did like an unsung, like a what's happening. And I remember reading about, not reading, but I remember seeing that.
And they said that even on the show, a lot of the scenes, you watch old episodes and she's always on the couch. That's after the accident.
Yeah. I remember. And you remember there was episodes where she always had that Band-Aid. That's from the accident. Yeah. Because remember, she wasn't on some episodes.
Right.
Yeah, that was around that time, because they were on their way to the studio when they got into the accident. Yes. She was actually on her way to work. Well, we're going to definitely keep her lifted in prayer. I'm sorry to hear that.
You got me running episodes through my head right now. Like, wait a minute. Band-Aid. Wait.
You remember the Band-Aid?
Right.
If you want to borrow, I have the series on DVD.
You should have known.
I do.
All right, now found me a DVD player.
Oh! I got two, bitch.
Found me a DVD player. We'll see what's happening.
And one not even a Blu-ray. One just a regular old DVD player.
I have a DVD player in that back room. We at my house if y'all had known. In that back room. And one of my brothers gave it to me for Christmas back in 1990.
I guess they were still in fashion then.
Yeah, probably not. It's about this big. 97, 98. And it still works.
Like
well, let me tell you. Hold up.
This now.
I got you one better. I still have a VHS hooked up to my TV, and it works. And I look at VHS videos on it.
You know what?
I was just looking at the 5 Heartbeats the other day.
VHS.
Oh, nothing but
the first DVR.
You, baby. Got nothing but
if y'all didn't know.
Nothing but love.
Got nothing but love for you, baby. Okay.
Wow. For those of you that's listening to this on iTunes, you need to go to YouTube and watch the video. This whole scene.
Because it was on BET, but I don't like watching it on BET because they cut out stuff I want to see. So I was like, you know what? I want to see it. And I do have it on DVD. I have it on both. But for whatever reason, I just picked up the tape first.
I need to find it on DVD. That's my movie.
That is my shiznit.
Dresser. We don't talk about drinking joy shit before. You said you was going to prison, we left you alone. Just because I had one or two, maybe two drinks, don't mean I'm an alcoholic.
Oh, we could do this all day. I could do this all day with the 5 Heartbeats.
Yes.
There are movies that I could do all day.
Step outside. I beat both of your ass like you stole something.
Oh yeah, my man, Sarge. Yes. Okay, so anyway, I don't even know what the hell we was talking about. But I guess we will address the coon in the room. I said I wasn't gonna give this man a whole lot of my energy, and I will not.
But that was a good one, though, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. No. But Kanye West went up to the White House the other day.
C-45.
To C-45 with Jim Brown. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I was more shocked and upset by the fact that Jim Brown was there than Kanye.
Because I was say, wasn't Jim Brown? Was he? I remember he played football. But was he radical?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Jim Brown. Okay, so here's a little known story about back in the when was it that Muhammad Ali wasn't gonna go to Vietnam? Was it 68? Something like that? 66?
67.
Yeah, all right, y'all Google it. Anyway, so what happened was they got together a commission of top athletes. Jim Brown, Lou Alcindor, there was a few other people who, off the top of my head, I do not remember, and I don't want to misspeak. The original intention of the meeting was to try to convince Muhammad Ali to go to Vietnam. Muhammad Ali was like, hell no, I ain't doing it. And at that point, then the focus of the meeting switched to, okay, we're going to support Muhammad Ali. And so then they proceeded to have a press conference where they were going to, with these top black athletes of the day, were going to stand behind Muhammad Ali and support Muhammad Ali. Now, I'm not talking about all the people in the room. I'm talking about Jim Brown originally was trying to talk Muhammad Ali out of it.
Right.
But once he saw Muhammad Ali was so
Right.
steadfast.
He wasn't budging.
Right, because I don't think Lou Alcindor was trying to talk him out of nothing, a.k.a. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But, so to answer your question, do I think that Jim Brown was always radical? I think that there was certainly a time when Jim Brown was very much a speaker of black rights. I know he does a lot of stuff in California with gang members. He had a lot to do with the gang truce at one point. So I do know he's done some great things in the black community to try to help. Do I think he's perfect by any stretch of the imagination? I'm sure he's not. But it surprised me that he was there. And even some of the things he said, like at one point, he said, well, you know, I'm just here to support any way I can, boss. He didn't call him boss, but I'm saying boss. I don't want nothing. I'm just here to support any way I can.
Wow. All right.
Now, here's the thing. If you...
There were a lot of older faces in the room, like when it was going out. Like black folks. It was kind of like I'm watching it, and it's more or less like it's just this is beyond anything worthwhile. This is a show.
That's all it was, and a
This
lot
is
of
a show.
And a lot of what Kanye West
And
said
the
is
fact
just not
that-
true. He was just lying. He was with the right person, but it was just not true. The stuff
Right.
he was saying.
It was a show.
You know, talking about that black people were Democrats because we have a welfare mindset. Bitch, what? Like, it was just, anyway. I'm not going to break it all down, but what I am going to say to you is Roland Martin, who sometimes I like him, sometimes I'm not crazy about some of the stuff he says. But I will say this, Roland Martin posted a video where he basically dissected that whole press conference and broke down everything that Kanye West said that was a lie or was inaccurate or was just plain outright ridiculous. And it's worth the view. I think it's like maybe a 40-minute long video, but it is definitely worth a look because he breaks it all down. He talks about how, you know, I ain't gonna go back and forth. He breaks it all down. He really talks about what Kanye West said that was just inaccurate, and you know the fact that everything he's saying he wants, the Republicans are what did it to us. Like he's talking about, we need more money for mental health services. We absolutely do, but
he needs to be.
But Ronald Reagan was the Republican that cut those services in the 80s, not Clinton. He tried to say it was Clinton, but it wasn't Clinton. Donald Trump's budget that he's proposed cuts mental health services. He talks about the fact that schools need more art and more music in schools. They absolutely do. But Donald Trump's budget is cutting the budget to the Department of Education. Who paying them teachers?
Right.
So...
You could have said us.
Well, I don't teach those subjects.
I'm just saying. You are.
Well,
I'm
whatever.
just saying.
But I'm just saying, so, you know,
Just saying.
for you to sit there and talk about all these
Stand
things...
united. All right, go ahead.
But for you to sit there and say all these things, like, dude, the very thing that you're talking about we need, the very person you're sitting across from saying that he's this great person is... So, I mean, we know it. But Roland Martin, I think his, it's on YouTube, and it's like Unfiltered with Roland Martin or something like that. It's his YouTube page. But it's worth a look. It's definitely, I looked at it this morning. It's worth a look. Because I didn't look at that bullshit.
I didn't watch the Kanye interview. My husband sent it to me. I haven't watched it yet. But I watched the SNL spoof of it.
Now, I didn't see the SNL spoof,
That
which I
shit's
need
funny.
to see.
It's funny.
I need to see
It's
it.
funny. When he said...
Is it hilarious?
Yeah. When he said that we need to stop past the pharmacy and get your lunch, talking to Kanye, I was done.
Well, that's about right.
Right. So
Yeah.
I do have to go back and actually watch the actual one.
Yeah.
But
The spoof was probably
that came
more
out.
accurate.
Because it came out, I was actually at lunch, and I was like, whew, I was just chilling, you know, but kind of, they put it on, and it's like, woo. Bartender, I'm going to just go ahead
Make it a double.
Slide the ginger ale to the
Right.
side.
Slide the ginger ale to the side and just go on and give me.
Come on, give it to me.
Give me a good one. Give me a good
Real
one.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I haven't seen it. People talking about the Kanye rant when he's on Saturday Night Live.
They cut it. They didn't post it.
What? Well, yeah, they cut it, but apparently it's somewhere online, and I need to find it.
It might be somewhere online, but they didn't play it in real time.
Yeah, they didn't. They
then-
cut it. Yeah.
Then Witchcott went on to say basically he lied about that.
Pete Davidson was like,
Yeah.
he lied. He said that we bullied him and wouldn't let him wear his MAGA
Yeah.
hat. He was like, he wore it every day.
Yeah, they say he wore it every day.
This motherfucker said he felt like Superman when he put the hat on.
Okay, so that's in the SNL spoof. Okay. So.
Well, no, he said that for real though.
I know, but
That's what I'm saying. Like the spoof sometimes.
Okay.
That's a time when somebody says something like that somebody just came out of nowhere and just slapped shit out of. Like, I feel like Superman.
He said he. I don't think so.
Remember the commercial back in the day, like maybe 4 years, not back maybe like 4 years ago, we had the football player that was running to the office and tackling people.
Oh yeah.
We defined him for Kanye.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
the office linebacker.
Yeah,
Yes,
the linebacker.
linebacker.
Yeah, I remember that.
Every time
That's one of the
Kanye
Super
says,
Bowl
"My man,
commercials.
Every time Kanye tell a lie.
Boom!
Right.
He need to come back. He need to bring him back.
Bring him back. Bring it back.
But you know what? I've been
But
saying
yeah.
this for a while. Kanye is just, I know that name for him too. Good one, classic.
Kanye.
But Kanye is just, he really
I don't
is
think I
that.
can take credit for that, but go ahead.
Oh, well.
I mean-
okay, I'm going to give you credit for bringing it to my attention because I hadn't heard it till you.
Okay, well, I'll
I'm
take
about to say
that.
because it's out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say I receive
It
it.
was out there immediately.
Yeah, I receive it.
But he's just, I think we joke about it, we play about it, but he's in some type of realistic place of the sunken place. And I really think there's no hope for him. And
Terry Tate. I knew I figured it out. Office linebacker. Sorry.
Oh, thank you.
we need to stop.
You Googled that, but you didn't Google the year that Muhammad Ali.
That was August 28, 1967.
Thank you.
See?
You're welcome.
She was on her phone. I knew she was putting it up.
We got each other.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
Lack of faith.
Go ahead.
But I just think we just stop.
Your lack of faith.
I think we just need the black Kanye out. Stop listening to his music.
Well, that's why I said I didn't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, stop pushing his whatever he say, whatever. Stop
You
watching
should-
him. Listen
And
to
I
him.
actually thought about that today. I was in my car and I was listening to like my iPad, and I thought about that. I was like, you know what? Just like I deleted R. Kelly, as much as I love R. Kelly's music, I just had to. I'm going to have to delete some Kanye. Somebody posted, they were like, he is not the college dropout Kanye. And I'm like, he is not. He is not that dude
And y'all
anymore.
should question why those of you that's on his Politico tip,
You think it was Kim Kardashian? She did it?
No, I really don't.
how was all your folks actually giving Kanye any attention whatsoever?
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm just saying, this is...
Because he's
in
saying,
front of-
because he's playing into the narrative. I mean, we live in this is a sensational society these days, and he's playing into that narrative.
I mean, is being a part of something really that... How sad is your life
Right.
that you're going to hold on to something that you know is wrong, that you know is bullshit, total horseshit, but you going to hang on and make excuses for it.
Right. That's
All because you can't take being by yourself. You need friends. You need a hug, nigga.
It's called Tinder. Just swipe left or swipe right.
I'm just saying, look,
But you know, I'm gonna try to do.
Pornhub membership don't cost that much.
I'm gonna try to do a 1990s SAT thing here.
Oh, right.
Kim is to Kanye what Trump is to racism. The shit was already there. His ignorance and stupidity was already there. Her coming along just scraped the bottom of the pot and brought it to the top.
I mean, and like I said, I keep telling y'all she's setting him up. My students were telling me that she already talking about on Keeping It, because I don't look at the show. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She's talking about how hard it is living with him and how she's going to have to leave him if he doesn't stay on his meds. I'm like, she's setting his ass up.
Right.
Now, I'm pretty certain they have a prenup, so I'm sure it won't be no issues. But But at the
he
same
get them
time,
ugly ass clothes, and that's about it.
and them $300 Yeezys, but you talking about what the black people need to do. How about you need to stop selling sneakers for $300? How about that? I saw somebody on Facebook talking about something. I was waiting for people to start selling Yeezys, but then I remember they cost $300. Ain't nobody burning those. Oh, they're burning Yeezys. Ain't nobody burning those. Ain't nobody burning
Did
those.
anybody buy them?
People bought them. I didn't buy none, but people bought them. Oh, people bought them.
Really?
And they were reselling them online. And they was buying them.
Jesus is being sold.
So he got his own version of the Bayhive?
Well, all of them do. All the celebrities have their own version.
When I tell you Kanye is so far out my universe, like I'm trying to tell you, it's so funny. I remember last part I told y'all the only song I know or remember or liked or whatever was "You Popped the Trunk, I Popped the Hood." I don't know the name of the damn song.
Don't look at me. Do not look at me.
You know what song I'm talking about? It was like one of his first damn songs.
Don't look at me.
Mr. Oh, when he said Mr. Lab. No.
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. But it's so funny when I got in New Orleans, somebody was playing that damn song.
Because the funny thing is, his was funny. I didn't like Kanye when he first came out. He grew on me. Like his first album, because I didn't like that whole college dropout concept. I was like, why are we encouraging? Like, I understood what he was trying to say. I just didn't like that whole mindset. But anyway, okay, well, while we're on music, we didn't talk about this in our little pre-production meeting. Mm-hmm. Yes, okay. It was a pre-production meeting. That's what you're going to call it.
That's what we
call it now.
Okay. All right,
I like it. Professional.
I like it. All right, cool. Since we do it 3 weeks in a row,
right.
We're going to start labeling things.
I'm pretty certain that neither one of y'all saw the AMAs. You, because you don't look at shit like that. And you, because you were in New Orleans.
No, the AMAs...
Did you look at it?
They came out.
I know they came on in New Orleans, but I thought you were busy.
No, I was still here when they came on.
So did you look at them?
I caught some of it, yes.
Okay. Now, I did a review. There's a review up on the YouTube channel. I actually enjoyed the AMAs this year. The last few years, me and award shows just haven't been getting along.
Does Cardi B really have no rhythm?
No, I thought Cardi B did good. People were saying that she was stiff, but I don't think she was so much stiff as it was. I think she's doing choreography, and that's new for her. Like, dancing ain't new for her. Doing choreography is new for her, I think. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't find her stiff.
Clearly, I didn't watch the show.
Right. I didn't find her stiff. Now, if you saw her performance, and also I think that this is why I know that if Cardi would just fucking stay out of her own way, she is just bound for greatness because she clearly has a great team around her.
Because it's the life I live.
Oh.
Me, baby.
Oh, okay. I know what song you're talking about. Yeah.
Got you.
I know what you're talking about, yeah. Okay. She clearly has a great team around her because her performance was tailored for the AMAs. Like, it was a great pop performance of her rap song. But it was a full-on pop performance. And so that's why I say that I feel like she was doing choreography. Like, it was a whole stage set that took up, like, 2 stages.
Yeah, that big flower dress.
Right, and she looked beautiful. So I don't think she was stiff so much as it was. She was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Because she did some cha-chas and stuff like that. Now, when you saw her do her Coachella performance, where she was just being ratchet, because she could be ratchet on Coachella, she didn't have no problems, because she was damn near 7 months pregnant and was twerking and everything else. Like, on the pole, she had a pole on stage and everything. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know.
I was just asking.
No, I understand what you're saying.
That was in my timeline.
But I enjoyed her performance. I enjoyed Sierra's performance. She was giving me straight Janet Jackson from 1990.
I didn't even know it was Sierra when I first saw her.
You thought it was Janet, didn't you?
I just didn't know who it was.
I mean, I knew it was Sierra, but she definitely was giving me Janet. With the big hair and the white bodysuit. Even down to the microphone. I mean, even down to the lip syncing.
Right.
Woo. Yeah, right.
Missy came out, did her thing. She did her thing. I appreciate that Tracy.
Does everybody remember who she is this time? Because last time Missy came out, Super Bowl, it was like, yeah, she's about to be famous.
Right, people didn't know who she was. I know. Right, she about to be famous. Really.
She's retired already.